Hey, it's your girl KK. Welcome to Much Love with KK. Real reactions, real opinions, and nothing but good energy. Let's go.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel, Much Love with KK. We are into another, let's see, versus different characters versus different character. Small, I would say like who will win versus little small trailer thingamajig. I don't know. I don't know what you will actually call it. Um, but this one is Valak versus Pinhead. Mm. I never seen Valak versus anybody except for on the Nun. But anyways, I think this is going to be I think this is going to be very interesting. I can't wait to see the outcome of this one. But who will you guys choose? Valak or Pinhead? To me mm, it's both. I like both of them. Well, I mean, I like Pinhead. That's a no-brainer right there. I like Pinhead. But Valak, she hardcore. She hardcore. But I think I'm going to choose. Hmm, I'm gonna choose Pinhead. He's always been my favorite. And any verses, I will pick him any time of the day. So thank you for joining me. Hope you got your snacks and everything from if you looked at the other verses. Come into this verse, continue with your snack. Look, mine's almost gone because they're very interesting. But this one's not. It's not that long. They're like short. They're like little short films for me. But it's always good to know. The guy he tells you about their little histories. So it's good to refresh on the history of these different characters and see who's tougher than who. So we're gonna get into this. You can like while you looking, and you can press that subscribe button while you looking, and turn on that notification while you looking. Hey, I just want more subscribers. I need more subscribers. I know I've been lacking on this channel, but I'm coming back, and I'm also doing AI generated animation videos that a lot of people are starting to come out with on TikTok. So I've been working on that too. So I'm working on multiple things right now. And then I'm also coming with a gaming channel, but I won't do that until next week. I'll start that next week. But yes, always turn on that notification so you'll know because I will be doing probably 3 or 2 videos a day. It all depends on my mood. If I have like really nothing to do, I'll probably do more. But I'm also going to do the short horror films. I haven't. If you see my videos with the short horror films, I'm really not energized for that because sometimes they're not horror to me. I mean, they're like if you don't, and then it's like, why? That's it. It don't. Some of them don't consider as horror to me. You gotta have a little scariness up in there. I want a jump scare or something. But I might try to see if they have jump scare horror movies, short films on here. But yes, thank you for coming on here looking. And I'm not gonna talk you guys to death. I want to see what this is about because I never seen Valak. do anything except, like I said, Conjuring. Well, the Nun, Conjuring universe. You know. So let's check this out. Pinhead. I'm rooting for Pinhead.
Blasphemy. How exquisite. You have spent centuries mocking the divine, yet you are still bound by the petty images of your past. Your hell is a playground for children. We are the architects of the absolute.
Pinhead, you
You
don't have
are a
no pins in
maggot
your
feeding
head.
on the dreams of humans, a
He ain't
bureaucrat
have
of
no
the
pins in his
flesh.
head. He got like
You do not
little
know the
pieces of
depths
hair.
of the pit from which I crawled. I am the blasphemy you fear in your quietest moments.
Oh, child.
Oh, there he go.
We have such sights to show you. Your fear is a banquet, and your essence is the table. Let the flaying begin.
I am the shadow that swallows the light.
Uh,
You are but a ripple in my darkness. You will learn the true meaning
That's
of
Valak.
desecration.
On one side, we have Valak, the primary antagonist of the Conjuring universe. Not a ghost or a simple haunting, but a high-ranking great president of hell. Valak is an ancient, blasphemous entity that takes the form of a nun to mock the faith of her victims. She is a master of possession, psychological torment, and environmental manipulation. Valak doesn't just kill. She breaks the
Do they
spirit,
mean Valak
using
the
the
nun,
defiler
or
aspect
is
of her
it the
nature
null?
to corrupt everything holy.
I'm gonna have to
She
look that up.
exists as a shadow in the waking world, capable of manifesting physical force that can shatter reality. On the other side stands Pinhead, the lead Cenobite of the Order of the Gash.
139 years
Once a
old.
human named Elliot Spencer who sought the ultimate sensation through the
He
lament
is not
configuration.
194
He is now
pounds.
the high priest of the labyrinth. Pinhead is a master of ritualized suffering, a being who exists beyond the concepts of morality. He commands the
because
chains of
pins
hell
probably weigh
and the
him
geometry
just a little
of the
bit.
Leviathan.
I don't know.
He is a metaphysical judge and executioner, turning human desire and sin into an eternal, exquisite torment. We regularly post deep dive analyses like this, pitting the most terrifying entities from horror, gaming, and literature against each other to see who truly reigns supreme. Don't forget to subscribe and hit
Those
the
would
bell
be some
icon
bad,
so you don't miss any
Halloween
of these
costumes.
epic descents into darkness. The Thinning of the Veil. Valak is a demonic powerhouse whose authority
look for something.
is rooted in the highest tiers of the infernal hierarchy. Unlike lesser spirits that require a victim to be asleep
She had
or
a-
emotionally vulnerable
Got
to
a little
strike,
pick-me-up.
Valak is a master of thinning the veil. She forcibly overlaps the physical world with the abyss, allowing her to manifest her terrifying will anywhere, at any time. Possession and mimicry. Valak excels at the art of deception through mimicry. She can inhabit the bodies of others or assume forms specifically more than none. Her very presence acts as a localized environmental blight, causing the air to freeze, lights to fail, and the surrounding architecture to rot or bleed.
That's
Dimensional
costume.
sovereignty and lethality. She possesses a form of dimensional sovereignty that allows her to rewrite reality in a heartbeat. Valak can transform a sterile hospital corridor into a suffocating labyrinth of flesh, rusted wire, and shadows. Beyond her environmental control, she possesses direct psychic lethality. She can inflict internal hemorrhaging, spontaneous combustion, or instantaneous skin flaying upon those who dare oppose her. Her power is often anchored by the mark of Metatron, a seal of incredible occult energy that makes her nearly impossible to banish through conventional religious rites. The conceptual master of the labyrinth, Pinhead is the sovereign of the Order of the Gash and a master strategist of the labyrinth. He is an officer of order within the chaos of suffering, viewing pain not as a random act of
You
violence,
always deal with them
but as a
chains.
ritualistic exploration of the soul. He is a bureaucrat of the abyss, and his authority within his domain is absolute and legally binding according to the laws of the Gash. Hooked chains and metaphysical binding. His primary weapons are rusted, hooked chains that emerge silently from any shadow. These are not mere physical implements. They are metaphysical tethers that latch onto the soul and the flesh simultaneously. Once hooked, A victim is dragged into a state of suspended, exquisite agony, where the boundary between pleasure and pain is erased. Transdimensional presence. Pinhead exists across multiple planes of reality as an avatar of a cosmic force known as the Leviathan. Because his essence is anchored to a higher or lower geometric deity, he cannot be killed by destroying his physical form. He weaponizes a victim's own memories and guilts, turning their history into a torture chamber. To face Pinhead is to face an entity that does not want to kill you, but rather desires to own you for an eternity of sensory exploration. Strength. Valak is a demon of the highest order, not a human spirit.
Your soul
She doesn't have a human mind for Pinhead to manipulate. Her fears, if she has any, are cosmic and alien. Her power is raw and emotional, rooted in blasphemy. Weakness. Her power is tied to her name and specific religious artifacts. If an opponent can navigate the symbolism of her world, they can find the core of her soul. Strength. He is patient and cold. He has seen every form of suffering imaginable. Valak's nightmare is his natural habitat. He doesn't fear the monsters of the Abbey. He finds them amateurish. Weakness. He is bound by the lament configuration and the laws of his order. He can only claim those whose souls are ripe or who have opened the door through desire or curiosity. The battle begins as Valak's reality attempts to swallow Pinhead.
But see, Pinhead is
the
not
walls of the
always
Abbey begin to pulse like a heartbeat, and
mean.
the crosses invert as the nun glides forward. Pinhead remains motionless as dozens of chains burst from the floor. Valak's eyes glow yellow, and she lets out a demonic shriek that shatters the gray stone of the labyrinth.
A crude instrument. You fight with symbols of fear, demon. But I am the fear.
Valak disappears into the shadows, reappearing as a giant version of the Crooked Man to mock Pinhead's orderly appearance. She bites down on Pinhead's shoulder, but instead of blood, a fountain of black bile sprays out, forming new chains. Pinhead catches Valak by the throat, his hooks sinking not into her flesh, but into her essence. Valak screams, and the room erupts in fire. The space between them stretches infinitely. The room begins to fold like origami. The rusted walls of the Abbey meet the blue, cold stone of the labyrinth. Valak realizes that physical damage is a gift to him. She shifts tactics, manifesting the image of Elliot Spencer, the man Pinhead once was, trying to find a crack in his armor. But Pinhead does not flinch.
I have forgotten the man. I have become the sensation.
He commands the chains to strike at the shadow itself. The chains hook into the psychic fabric of Valak's manifestation, dragging her toward the mouth of the Leviathan. The air becomes filled with the sound of grinding gears. Valak tries to use her defiler aspect to corrupt the labyrinth, but she finds that you cannot desecrate a place that is already built on the sanctity of pain. Pinhead is the bureaucrat of this abyss, and he begins the ritual of desecration in reverse, stripping Valak of her stolen religious form piece by piece. The reason is simple: hierarchy and purpose. Valak is a demonic entity that thrives on the fear and faith of mortals. She is a parasite that mocks the divine. Pinhead, however, is a conceptual principle. He is the institutionalization of sensation. While Valak created a nightmare of blasphemy, Pinhead serves a cosmic machine, the Leviathan, that has processed trillions of souls over eons. Pinhead wins because he is the natural predator of a being like Valak. Valak's greatest weapon, the creation of suffering, is Pinhead's greatest source of strength. Pinhead does not have the biological or spiritual vulnerabilities that Valak usually exploits. He has no faith to break, no god to mock, and no fear of the dark. Furthermore, Pinhead is a master of the order. Valak's power is chaotic and reactive. In a battle of nightmares,
but you see,
the one who
they
treats the
have too
nightmare
much
as a job will always defeat the one who treats the nightmare
They trying
as a
too hard.
prison.
He
Pinhead
don't try
wouldn't
too hard.
just defeat Valak. He would file her, turning the great president of hell into a permanent, exquisite exhibit in the Leviathan's endless gallery of pain.
Dang. So he sat there and trapped her.
With this incredible new product, you can finally get rid of the yellow bits between your teeth using
So that was cool. Okay. So I can say that was pretty good. Um, like I said, Pinhead, I root for my Pinhead every time because that one I want to see that one. I want Vecna. What movie is he in? I'm looking at him and I'm trying to remember. But him versus everybody, I gotta see that one. But dang, it's only 6 minutes. That means it ain't gonna be too long. But thank you guys. Like I said, like, subscribe, and turn on your notification because I will be coming with more and more and more and more movies. Short films, verses. I might do some upcoming trailers that new movies that's coming out this year because it's April and I'm kind of behind on doing that for 2026. So we are going to watch one more and then I will do a trailer for 2026. And I don't know if I'm gonna do just the horror movies because like I said, they don't make horror movies like they used to. So I I really don't care about the trailers of the movies that's coming out this year. It can be comedy, it can be suspense, it can be horror. I want to see what interests me. I want to see something that's interesting. But I'm going to end this and come back. Don't go nowhere because you're going to go back and click on the next one. That's all I can do. But it's much love to you guys and please come back, come back, come back, come back and share. If you want to share, if it's interesting, you can share. I don't mind. Or you can react to my react. I don't know. I mean, I don't do long enough videos for you to react on my video. Unless I was probably boring and you want to say, do you think this person is boring? Whatever. But it's whatever. But I want to say much, much love to you guys and come back as soon as possible. Thank you.
All right, y'all. That was a whole vibe. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and join the Much Love family. As always, we're good energy. Much love.